Lesbian Ring Girls. First Time Lesbian, Lesbian Romance, Lesbian Menage. Written by Kathleen Hope. Narrated by Theresa Stevens. Table of Contents. Chapter 1, Training Her. Chapter 2, Fighting Over Her. Chapter 1. I'm telling you, Ange, Robbie said as he wrapped the tape around my hands. There are top-notch girls here, girls who will give you a run for your money, not like the ones over at Rudy's gym. What was wrong with them? I thought they were good training partners, I said, flexing my hands. Robbie glanced at me. You could whip every one of them in less than a minute. That's not going to help your training, Ange. You need someone who's going to challenge you. These girls are contenders. And I'm not? He sighed. You are, hun. All I'm saying is that if you want your shot at the big stage, you need to get some new, fresh opponents and training partners. That's all. He pulled me to stand and helped me put my gloves on and lace them up. He hugged my gloves against his chest. You're good enough to take the belt, Ange. Your dad would be real proud of you. And he would say that sometimes you gotta change up what you're doing if you want to get better. I smiled up at my longtime trainer and friend. You're right, Robbie, I said quietly. Let's do this. I followed him out into the gym. It was a big place with a boxing ring on one side and a MMA cage on the other. Rows of bags hung in a line for Muay Thai practice, and different-shaped bags hung on the other side for the boxers. Grappling dummies slumped against the wall, waiting for someone to come and toss them about. I grinned at Robbie. I think I like it here, I said, nodding. There was a lot of stuff I could use to get me into fighting shape. Good. You're fighting in 6 months, and you need to be in the best shape of your life, and this is just the place to do it. Hey, Jules, he called. A young man with short dark hair jogged over to where we stood. Hey, Robbie, good to see you. He glanced at me. Is this her? He asked, as if I couldn't answer for myself. Yeah. Jules St. Martin, meet Angela Moreno. The man reached out to bump his fist against my gloved hand. Nice to meet you. He frowned, peering at me. Moreno? When I nodded, he continued. Are you Big Al Moreno's kid? I nodded again. That's right. Alejandro Moreno is my dad. I said that with pride, but inside I felt kind of small. It always bugged me when I first meet people and they bring up my father. I hated being in his shadow. Granted, he was a champion boxer, but I was almost as good. I wanted people to know my name apart from his. I just needed my shot. Jules smiled at me. Well, it's an honor to have royalty in the gym. Thanks, I murmured, feeling my face redden. Robbie cleared his throat. So who's here to spar with? Jules looked around. There were several people shadowboxing and a group around the boxing ring. Yeah, we could get Sherry to spar with her. Robbie watched the woman Jules was pointing at. She was okay. Good footwork, but then anyone can have good footwork and hands until they are put in front of another person who wanted to pound on their bones. He shrugged. Has she ever sparred? I'm sure she has, Jules said. He gave a shrill whistle. Sherry! The woman turned. Jules waved her over to where we stood. He put an arm around her shoulders. Sherry, this is Angela Moreno. This here is Sherry Pena, one of our fighters. She's training MMA, but boxing is her specialty. Sherry fist-bumped me. Nice to meet you. I nodded. Angie, likewise. Jules looked between us. Feel like a little sparring? Just easy, to warm up. Sherry smiled. Sure, if she's up to it. I didn't miss the arrogant tone in her voice. I reckon that she thought she could whip me. I smiled. She obviously didn't know my father, and that he taught his kids very well. I grinned at her.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?